I never really have plans for what I'm gonna make for meals, so I usually just find ingredients in my fridge and just go with that. So to start off, I was chopping some shallots, and then I had this beef shank that I didn't really know what to do with, so I decided I'm just gonna roast it in the oven. So I got some butcher's twine, and I added some thyme and shallots and some garlic on top, and then I tied them so that the ingredients wouldn't fall off of it, just to keep it tight. Then I added some water with a little bit of oil into a pot and then added those shallots in there. Then I had these really tasty looking purple potatoes that I needed a solution for, so I decided to dice them up into little cubes. Same with these Yukon Gold potatoes. Then I added those into the water with the shallots. Usually I would use chicken stock or vegetable stock, but I didn't have any, so I just used water. Then I had these really cool tomatoes, carrots, purple carrots, orange carrots, and pink carrots. You can't really see the pink carrots, but this is what they look like cooked. Then I added my potato soup, and I took my shank out of the oven, took off my aromatics. Then when I sliced in the middle, I had this light pink color, which is exactly what I was looking for. Nice, juicy, not dry. Then I just plated and added a little bit of sauce, drizzled, and some chives, and that's what I made for lunch.